Market That's because I had my mic on mute. I didn't realize. I'm kind of dumb. I'll find a website to translate a thingy, and hopefully that may work then. Probably won't work, but I'm testing it anyway. Yandex had some interesting results. Yandex website translator. I wonder how that will work. It's great grammar. Great grammar. Stop calling me a robot, Yandex. I'm not a robot. You piece of dick. That sounded like a really weird one. Oh, I forget I can also translate photos too. That's interesting. Oh. Website translation. Wide range of languages there. Languages. Now, okay, since I know that the thing will be like, nope. Fuck off. Whatever that was. Okay. Oh. Huh? It keeps like changing from it. Okay, so apparently the mind, it doesn't like it when I I was hoping for it to badly translate. I bet I've just ruined the stream for everyone now. Great. This is shit. And now I've just accidentally turned the fucking screen off. Great, yay me. Just give me a sec while I figure out what to do. Maybe I'll start by editing the title of this stream. There we go. And since I know that you can translate images in this, I'm gonna try and find like. I know what to do. Hang on. Give me a sec. Come on. Load YouTube. I need to get some screenshots from you. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. Sound like a Thomas episode. Give me a moment. Oh wait, I also realized that I can also use Google Translate image thingy as well. Just realized that. Yep, Google Translate it is. Because that has way more languages. No, it's nice that I can paste from clipboard. Or not. I don't think I'm. Fuck! Be right back. Thomas the Tank Engine had 6 small wheels. A steel wheel. What? A wheel and a wheel dome. It was a funny little engine. Always taking the coaches back and forth. Earth took the big engines to the station to take them on trips. When the shops came, he would take the empty coaches to start the big engines. But Thomas wanted his own son more than anything else. Thus he would become a very useful engine. You what? Yeah, I'm using two separate tabs. That's what I meant. Using two separate tabs, one to translate to another language, and then this tab to translate that other language to English. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. If anyone understood that, I hope. But yeah, Thomas wanted his own son more than anything, apparently. Don't know why, but whatevs. Alright. Next translation. I'm gonna Asabnese or whatever. Asabnese language. I've never heard of it before. Thank you. Thomas had 6 small wheels, a short stump funnel, a short stump boiler, and a short stump dome. He was a fussy little machine, always pulling coaches back and forth. He hauled them to the station for the big engines to take out on the trip. Blah 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 blah. Truly useful machine. Why did some random part just turn into honor underneath? Alright. Next, I'm gonna see if it. Sorry. My brain is just. I struggle to speak sometimes. I don't mean to, like, stutter when I speak. I think it's from trying to get the desired effect on these streams to make it succeed. Kenshin had these wheels. Small 6, short stem funnel, short stem boiler, and short stem dome. It was a noisy engine. Yeah. But what Thomas really wanted was his own twig row. That way, it would be a really useful engine. Respect. No! Damn! Oh no, you're insulting me. Sorry about that. Thomas the Tank Engine at 6 4 wheels. Yeah, fuck you. I get it. I wanted it to look actually like. Come on. Nah, that's more like it. Thomas the Tank Engine had 6 big wheels, a funnel, a boiler, and a short chain. He heard the sound of the engine. Igara Akid Honzera Vakai back and forth. He has not yet arrived at the station, so the big engines are out of action. When the cars came back, he heard the tires, which were empty as the big engines were. But Thomas really didn't know his line. That way, the engine will not really help. God's sake. Any sec now. Thomas wasn't much of an engine. He swears that no engine was working hard as he claimed, and he liked to play tricks on others. One day, Gordon had just received Big Express. He wasn't very tired, and he hadn't just left when Tomasi came near him. Get away, lazy bones! Thomas does not whistle. It's hard to change. Then he ran away. Gordon is not punished. He didn't think he had to pay. He didn't think he had to pay Thomas. Interesting book, eh? Nice. What the show version be? She? Sorry? He thought he had to pay Thomas. I like the other version better. Thompson. What's up? What's up, Capital? Alright, next page. Sorry if this test takes long. It takes great concentration. Get all these paid on YouTube videos. Shit. No, sometimes it doesn't quite. God's sake. There we go. Translating, and then I'll put it into the other tab. People are enjoying this AI. No, not AI. Badly translated thingy-mabob. This better work. Please, 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 please. 4. Ooh. Those people can get enough. Alright, let's see what this. The next morning, Thomas did not leave. Mutieri, never even fireman, was able to ask for a kiss. He didn't hear until the Gordon's express left. Gordon was not waiting, but Thomas was not ready for his variety. Finally, Thomas started. Aiwashua, Akazamura. Poop, 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 Kurumizayu. Gordon didn't like. Peep, peep, pep, Kurumida fell, Thomas replied with a smile. Oh, yes, that's definitely a smile. Why are half of them talking in gibberish? Please remember that any law mentioned in this will be classed as law. And also, it's fun to see HOMAS. It's fun to stay at the HOMAS. Feed Thomas now. Oh, I love this page. You'll see why. Look how dynamic that looks. Stop, stop. Thomas does not whistle. Kurumitsa, hurry, hurry, hurry. He established Gordon as a leader. You can't come. You can't come. Barairitsi said, Simbanya Ziasati Amboita. Why is there so many random languages? I will never be the same again, he thought. Akasorovara. My wheels are falling hard. What's with the random gibberish? What happens if I swap? Will it look even more goofier? Laughed Gordon earlier. Oh yeah, you beat the witch, Thomas. Don't let me be the same again. Illegalism is here fainting. That's a weird thing to say. God's sake. Fine. Forget the pages. Thomas is a bitch. Shit. The free railway engines. I'm doing this the old-fashioned way because this has new languages. I don't want to put them to use. This is the basically in 1942. Wilbert and Audrey's son, Christopher, ridden with measles. To keep their son at work, and his wife, Margaret Audrey, entertained the children with stories and books. Most of the songs weren't funny, but Christopher always liked Under the Station. Wilbert painted a range of rhythmic and entertaining pieces, giving them a variety of faces and shapes. An angry rider approaches Christopher, explains his problem, and asks his name. Wilbert replied with Edward. The first person came to mind. What? Arr! Through a series of questions and answers, the story of Edward's day out was completed. Eventually, Christopher began asking for more stories, and Audrey gave him Edward and Gordon and Henry's Sorrow, the latter being one of his favorites. Christopher often requested that these words be removed, and having easily traced them, Wilbert wrote under the name of the old church. What? You know what? In 1942, Vice Bert Biddy had a measles in the bed of Christ concept. To prevent her son from surrendering, Wilbert and his wife, Mararez, told about the history of and children's room. Most of them lost funny results, but one is still connected by Christopher. Down this place. We then extracted a photo of many fire based on the easy and working quote. What? Hust. Yeah. Well, in 1942, the son of Job Job Bridthef was in measles and was in the bed. To avoid their son, Wilbert and his wife, Margaret Woodry, tell him stories and kindness. Most of them are lost in most entertaining effects, but it always asks Christopher in the area. Wilbert signed a picture of various schools on the basis of the poem and released them and other expressions for fun. The fire of the fire for Christopher changed and asked what his name was. Wilbert replied, and the first to come to his head, Edward. The story of Edward has given a number of questions and answers. Eventually, Christosti asked for more and forced her to Henry is still what? Also, who's Job? I'm translating that again. This is perfect if people want lore to this translated stuff that I do. The son of Wilbert was in form and was limited to the bed to prevent the son from being bored. Vilbert, his son, his wife, did I say what son? His wife, Margaret, after done the stories and spread. Most of them eventually lost their fun value, but one who constantly appealed on Christopher's roam down next to the station. One sad engine liked Christopher. Wilbert wrote them on the back of the church districts. Ah, so vandalism. Yes, they do sound like AI generated engine. Alright. Let's do the. Yes, that's great grammar. Alright. The first 4 stories of the first Thomas books. Edward, they are great machines of Edward because they are not allowed from us, but the driver holds him. Edward goes to pick up one teacher, and after fear, it's a funny day, shocked Edward. Edward and Gordon. Gordon is boasting and drawing a conversation, but he died with the length of Eddard's doctors removed. The garden stood on a mountain and came Edward as bank on the top of the mountain. Gordon runs forward and D-Wood leaves, but is satisfied. Yeah, coming, Mom. Sorry about that. Mother calls again. I'm fine. I'm fine with the buns, hot cross buns with plenty of butter. Anyway, sorry, I'm back. Satisfied with care of a new jammer. A rainy day, Hero managed to go to tunnel his employee's carrier. One engine and even the thickness of fat are trying to move him, but not to help. Finally, they build bricks and they are taking new tuning. Edward, a garden, and Henry. Okay, so Henry got stuck in a tree instead of a tunnel in the 4th story. Right. I know how that works, or how that would happen in a situation like this. But I'll leave it up to you guys to help create some weird lore to these stories. Sorry about that. I'm back. Thickness of fat. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Just translating.
They can be quite sticky, Sean. I don't want all that all over. That's bored. That's why you just go on your laptop.
Okay.
Online dating, having a food.
What?
On your laptop, the problems because it's on their online dating. They're having food.
Okay. Weird, Mom. Sorry about that. She's a little strange. And I'm stuck having to look after her because she's weird. But it should be the other way around. I'm joking. I'm joking. After I eat these, I will read this. After eating these, I will read that. And then I might do a script, an actual episode transcript. But what episode should I do? It can be from season 1 up to season 12. Now, what will it be?
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm just eating these hot cross buns first before I continue. What episode should I translate next? In script form. I'll do both of those. Thanks for that. Now I know what to translate.
Buy this thing, Sean, and then you go and wash your hands upstairs.
Alright. I'm back. Alright, next. After reading these, I will do Sad Story Henry, then Dirty Objects. The largest military is a big bird. Weakness when they are riders. Edward will see instructors for a few days, in more than a few weeks. The conversation was built to Edward. to have a conversation. Gordon bakes on the mountain. Hello, Gordon. Gordon and Ed weigh Sanganjols, but trust pleasure is satisfied with new colours. A bit Henry. One day in the water, refuses Henry war and from his passengers, other passengers, and other announcements that want to leave, but found. Eventually, he betrayed him and was born with Nuke P. I read that as Nuclear P. Guy Purdon with protection. Edward would try to pull the train, but no. The governor will allow Henry without receiving. So it and Edward will arrive at the train. Then they put home at home, and all with the Blue Army. Okay, up next. What was that site I used before? I know I used a site to actually get these things. Hang on a sec. What was this? Ah, okay. That didn't work out. Hang on. Sorry if I'm taking too long. I'm just trying to. I know I usually use Scratchpad for these, but to find these scripts. But hang on a sec. Thomas and Friends, Season 1. Season 1. Transcripts. Ah! I think I found it. I feel so bad for taking so long. But I found the script I need. I just need to Alright. Sad story of Henry. I just need to Alright. I got it. I usually take this long to get the right stuff. Four bad translations are enough for this, I bet. Henry's a sad story. The engine is attached to the train. A few drops of rain was scared. He walks into the tunnel and argued through his funnel and will no longer go. Motor name Henry. His driver and firefighter fight with him, but he did not move. The rain says, "My beautiful green color and red lines." So the guards played whistles and his hands were injured and went the tunnel behind him and blew steam. "I don't break my pleasant green color red lines for you." Then the top hat of top appears. The person responsible for all engines and sewed on. It's called Greasy Control. "We'll take you with you," said Henry. What? Who scored the fat? But Henry broke him outside the imagined manager. "Because my doctor forbade me." But Henry remained in the tunnel. Then they tried to push another end. "1, 3, dog!" But he did help. "My doctor forbade me." What? But he still left him in Henry Tunnel. Eventually the guards moved in the red flag and stopped him. They all argued with Henry. "Look, it's raining," they said. "Yes, but soon he will start," said Henry. "And how is my green lines doing? What happens to red lines?" Thomas pushed and broke, and it was difficult. But Henry remained in the tunnel. In the end, even the fat manager surrendered. "We will remove your rail," he said. "We will always leave you here, and always." They took the old rails and built the wall for him so that Henry could no longer leave the tunnel. What he could do was to observe trains through another tunnel. "Po up, po up, po up. You're right." What is happening? You know what? Screw it. I'm using Scratch Pad. Okay, now that that's done, I will do dirty objects. Just like you said, I will dirty objects. Dirty objects. Dirty. Yo, I am just streaming some random badly translated Thomas stuff. Yeah. This is interesting. Dirty objects. Interesting. It's the episode where James crashes into tar wagons and ends up covered in tarmac or something. And now the translator is going to ruin the episode for everyone. Things dirty. Toby and Henrietta enjoy their new job on the island, but they see an old-fashioned. James rude when they see them. What are the dirty things? In the end, Twitter lost. James, why are you red? I'm a wonderful machine, James replied. You never see my color. Oh, innocence of innocence, said innocently. So you need a red. James never released from his heads, and it ended. It was such a bootable that booters were used to remind you of a hole in his. At the end of a line, James left his coach and ready for you. It it fed slowly at each station to pick up the truck and stop. James hated the train with lazy equipment. Dirty trucks from dirty. To start with something fair, he brought more and more trucks until the station, until he had a long train. What? At first, the truck, yeah, it's just one truck, and that's not how the episode went. But James was gone, and so they were determined. At this point, they arrived at the top of Gordon's Hills. You mean he has more than one hill now? Okay. The heavy products are trained here to stop their break. James had a truck accident and had to be noted. Well, James, hold on, the driver said. Wait for James. He was very busy thinking about what they say as they moved forward. He had the opportunity to truck. Heroes, four! Turn them over, and they bullied their own butlers. They pushed down the hill. Oh! In! Pulled the truck. I stopped. I've been blocked. I mean, it did mention Twitter earlier, so yeah, James has been blocked. Broad games through the station they are called the disaster. Old James on the whole James. He was in 2 Turkish wagons. What? And the smoke box was black. He was very dirty with grief, but the wires on the cord and some trucks were all trucks. Toby and Pigs were sent to help, and how they gonna be? Percy became Pigs, and Toby became Toby. What? Look at here, Percy. What is a dirty item? It's James, don't you know? That's the shape of James. But James is a wonderful red machine and never sees its color. James is colorblind. James Pearly didn't hear it. His surname is Pearly now. Toby and Percy cleansed the bump and helped James. The pair controller that met them. Ah, yes, the pair controller. You watch. I'm a pair now, I guess. Good, Percy and Toby. He turned to James. Let your trunk escape. I asked. Not suitable to see you. You need to clean up at the same time. Toby has a new color coating. Please, sir, do the creator too. Enhance safe robes. Oh, thank you, sir. Everyone could be James, who could see that he was happy to be happy. What? Toba and Hinrata enjoyed their new job at Sod Wars Island, but they look old. Lower and need new color. James was very ready every time he met. Once with something bad items, he will say. Finally, Toba and Patience missed. James, yes. Why are you right? I'm a good engine. What? Yeah. James died. Okay. I have to stand. I have to stand up. James died. Oh no. That's the end of episode. Oh, Ringo Starr. Ah, yes. I'm pretty sure it's Ringo Starr, but whatever. I love it when the translator comes up with stupid stuff like that. Yeah. Sutter. Egg. Dirty things. Toby. James is for red plane, and that he never could not be painted. Great grammar. James let James to hear James. There's so many weirdness going on. Eating James can look for news and content. I am so confused. I'm sure the translator is wise enough not to translate Ringo Starr into George Harrison. Yes. George Harrison was a good singer. Especially in the band Wild Wilburys or something like that. Did Henrietta just become Henry and Toby is just non-existent? Okay. Toby, let me read. Darn it, translator. Toby and Henrietta jobs in Iceland. The shop or the country? But they grow older and need new colors. But you see, Jacob is very strict. Ah, how dirty it was. They say. Unfortunately. James, yes. Why do you want to be popular? I have a very good car. James answered. See, Mortis, you've never seen my dream. Yeah. Toby is now something. Toby said nothing was useful. No, he didn't. He said yes in another language. That's why I have to be red in my brain. What? An hour in Kazakhstan. First Iceland, now Kazakhstan. Or or however it's pronounced. I have to quit. Stickiness games. Criticized by two plants and smoke. This is Percy. Don't be dirty, isn't it? There was all dirty Percy joke there, but it quickly corrected itself. James has a beautiful red machine and there is no colour to see. He claimed he heard James's voice. Toby and Percy deleted uncontrolled laws and helped James at home. What? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm gonna do one of the Hit era episodes, I think. Thomas and the Tuba. I love that story. Don't know why, but I actually find it entertaining. But one part I found really strange was Harvey's obvious fact. If he's a tuba player, he'd definitely be playing the tuba. If he's a tuba player, then he might be playing his tuba. Well, duh! He's a tuba player, Harvey. What do you know? You're a crane engine. I can't really for those two episodes, sadly. Wonky Whistle and Forever and Ever. I don't even know if there is any scripts online of those two episodes. I know Tickled Pink used to be on there. Come on, cheat. Don't give me errors. Oh. No!
I'm just gonna go get some bleach before I go to Sutton and get the orders because they've been in. Well, sent one in, but not the others.
Oh, yes. It was a nice day on the Sodor Island. God's sake! No! I was in the middle of reading that one and it just goes, I'm sorry, but there's an error, or something like that. It was a wonderful day on Sodor Island, and Mrs. Hatton was a birthday. What? Gave a special party. There were cakes and balloons and even hilarious. But the most exciting bronze band out of them all came from the continent to play on the holiday. Mr. Topham came to the yard. Thomas, the brass group needs to collect. Thank you, sir. Jacob and Gordon were very sad. They wanted to collect a group of brass. Thomas was happy with the island and Knapford Station. The bronze group went to Thomas, but Thomas was very excited to leave very early. The pipe player was back. Thomas was evacuated station, and a bronze band collected on the platform. Gangman shouted, "Where's the pipe player? We can't play without it." No one knew where the pipe player was. "I'm sorry, sir. I have to leave it behind." Thomas returned to Knapford Station, but the pipeline was not at Knapford Station. Waiting for Bertie's bus, Bertie got up next to the pipe player. "Can you take me on vacation?" "I will take you as much as possible." Okay. Implying what exactly? Thomas came to Knapford Station and did not see the pipeline. "It's lost tonight, and it's all my fault." Thomas went to the station from the station. "You have to find it." The pipe player. "Screw! Farewell." "Thank you." And another trip was waiting. It didn't have to wait long. Vintage truck rose. "I can take you to the mill." "Thank you." Elizabeth stood a wagon and applied the tube while falling into the alley. "All right, Mum." Jesus. Thomas pushed faster and faster. Hey. Thomas, where was the pipe player? Thomas flew flat, level, straight. Elizabeth did not see the pipe player on a weight or plate and did not hear the pipe game. Where can the pipe player be? Elizabeth was headed by a mill player. "Here's a new. We'll get you there. Trevor will get you here. You're already there." The tube player thanked Elizabeth and climbed on top of Trevor. Trevor rebuked in the alley. Thomas continued to watch, but the island was very large and the pipe player was very small. Thomas looked behind the goods and called the coaches. Throughout the main line, he did not help by toothing on all sides. Where was the pipe player? Thomas entered the yard. "Percy, all right." Percy came to the other side. "Whoa!" Thomas pushed directly to Percy and a live amount flew in the air. Percy's goods cars came off the road and did Thomas. "You poured my colour." "I will no longer find a pipe toy." Harvey managed to rebuild Thomas. How did you get this salad?" "I searched the pipe player." What? "Look in here. If it's a pipe player, he can play the tube." So Thomas took time and heard very carefully. Then he heard playing a pipe voice at a distance. Trevor happily remained under the alley. Enjoyed music player's music. Thomas went. He was pleased to see tube toy. "I wanted you everywhere." Safely on the board with a pipe player. Mate waits Steve. Thomas as soon as possible. Thomas arrived on vacation on time. The group played fine. Miss Hat was very happy. It was the best birthday holiday. Gee, thanks, man. My Michelangelo's impression is actually kind of better than most of my impressions. Yeah. I learned for like over 20 years. I'm 25 now, so and I want that goddamn yogurt. There we go. I got my Greek yogurt. I love Greek yogurt. Yeet. Oh, okay. I forgot that Mum left without a phone. Oh, great. I was just texting her that I was eating my yogurt, but no, she left her phone at home. Damn. Unsend. God's sake. Unsend. Next time, take your phone with you. It probably needs charging. Yeah, she's only buying bleach because earlier I was just about to go to that day center I go to for like people with special needs, and then the toilet overflowed before she even managed to before she flushed it. So yeah, you can imagine how much of a mess she had to clean up. Her own waste. Gross. I really don't understand why the Great Discovery movie had Pierce Brosnan of all people narrating. Since when did James Bond start narrating Thomas and Friends? I mean, I love the movie, don't get me wrong, but Pierce Brosnan's narration actually nearly put me to sleep. What kind of guy narrates like he's just on, like he's really ill or really tired? Thomas the Tank Engine. Making tracks to great destinations. I'm fucking tired. At least it weren't some actors like, I don't know. I know a load of actors that have really boring voices. So my channel seems to be one of the very few that actually does content from other franchises. Like, obviously, Thomas and Friends, Scooby Doo, other stuff that I can't be asked to even talk about because I'm tired. Yes, I see the chat. Who is this person with the Soviet Union flag uh, profile picture? If I got that right. I mean, my streams have always been known for like random, strange uh, appearances in the chat, but yeah, if it's who I'm thinking of, then oh dear. Pardon me. Yes, I know. I know that's your name on that account, but I swear I've seen you as something else before. I just can't put my finger on it. You're not the guy that annoyed the too much Toby, are you? I'm thinking of. Also goes by the name Rui or Really Useful Hedgehog 2 on the wiki at one point. If I'm getting it wrong, I apologize, but I'm just curious. I see a lot of these people who almost talk identically to another person. If that's not you, then yeah. But yeah, I'm a little bit I'm a little bit skeptical of some things. I don't being, you know. uh, okay, so you're in the clear. Sorry about that. It's just that someone with old accounts used to keep showing up even when I've blocked them. Okay. I'm afraid I don't really do video requests anymore. Mostly because I kept it with them by the person, like ages ago. A different person, don't worry. That was that guy was one of them, but I think he's kind of stopped now. Sorry about it. I'm just talking to someone on the Discord voice chat. If you're wondering who the hell I'm talking to, then but yeah, I do apologize for the fact that I don't really do requests, but I'm sure you can understand how much I had gone through with that, with loads of people just bombarding me with multiple requests, most of which came from the same person, most of which came from some people with a dirty mind. Like, there was this guy, I think Kenny Bogeski or something. He appeared on every single one of my Scooby Doo Mr. Hyde videos with one of the villains. And he kept asking me to do, and he kept on and on asking me to do dirty things to Mr. Hyde and saying that he will do some dirty things to him. He's a cartoon villain, you stupid. it's It's kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was just. Oh no, it's just. I was only saying, dude. This isn't. I wasn't on about you or anything. I was just talking about some experiences that happened on the channel, not specifically to do with you. God's. Yes, yes, I will. Yes. Jeez. I am going to retranslate this episode. Piss. A beautiful day in Solomon Islands, and Hat's birthday. He had a special party. There was a cake and a balloon, and even happy. But the most exciting is Copper Guy. Who now? It's from the mainland to play with a party. Sir Topham came to the farm. Thomas, you must collect copper groups. Thank you, Lord. Okay, the Vac controller is gone. Alright. I I'd appreciate if people were patient when I'm reading and stuff. James and Gordon are very angry. They went they want to collect brass bars. Thomas motivated with the island and Knapford Station. Thomas Copper Group got up and Thomas was very happy to remove time. Tuba player is gone. Thomas is steamed at main weight station, not Maith weight station now. And copper bands on the platform. Suddenly the group leader called, "Where is the tuba player? We can't play without it." Just it. He has a gender, you know. No one knows where Tuba. Sorry, Ward. I needed to let him learn. Thomas competes with Knapford Station, but Tuba players are not on the station Knapford. He was waiting for Bertia. Bertia pulls near a tuba player. Can you take me to the party? I'll do how I can. What? Thomas arrived at the station in Knapford and did not find I nearly said YouTube player. Tuba player. Tuba players are lost, and all my sin. Thomas competed at the train station. Must be him. I have to see him. Where is he free? Bertie has lost the heroes of the tub. Hello, goodbye. Thank you. Who talks like that? And he was waiting for another walk. He didn't have to wait long. Pulled out a truck, Elizabeth Vintage. I can take you to the milk machine. Then you mean the mill, Elizabeth? Thank you. He climbed to Elizabeth and made tuba while he had filled his way. Thomas rushed quickly and faster. Where do tuba players live? Elizabeth took the tub to the mill. There you are, young people. What? Percy suddenly turns into Mr. Krabs for a split second. You used my money! It's not money, it's bunting that Thomas crashed into. Percy, what have you been watching? What, did you expect him to crash into a bank? Now I will never see a tuba player now. Harvey returns to Thomas. I like how instead of how did you get into this mess, Harvey now says, according to the translator, how did you get into this porridge? Porridge? I'm looking for a tuba player. Look and listen. If he is a tuba player, he may play tuba. Duh! Trevor remains with pleasure. He liked player tube's music. Thomas pulled out. He was happy to see tuba players. I'm looking for you everywhere. Okay. Alright, I think I might.
So,